wishing. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine. We the real Jews, no faking. I'ma leave white, no Haitian.
Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom, Most High Christ bless, Most High Christ bless. Welcome to Patience Saints Radio.
Radio.
I'm Captain Shemaiah.
It's Officer Alicia.
I'm Officer Carmel.
Officer Soraya.
Hanana. Sister Naoma.
Oh,
Skinny-licious.
Yeah, she not thinking
I was telling her last night, you're slim-alicious.
She's slim-alicious.
We working on it.
Yeah, you doing your thing.
Gigs, she ain't got that much to put in the freezer no more.
That part. You have to get a new target.
Damn.
Better call in.
Nah, but you've been doing really good.
You doing real
Thank
good.
you. Thank you very much.
It's inspirational. But did any of y'all notice how Officer Soraya's voice got deeper during the intro?
Officer Soraya.
Or was it just
DJ.
me?
He in DJ mode.
DJ
The fire.
I didn't notice. You did. My voice was regular.
Right.
Regularly extra deep for the intro.
Sure.
Hey, bro.
If
I've been
anything,
talking for 20 minutes and it
I think what happened was if my voice got deep, it's because it got deeper from me saying David Ophir's name so many times.
Yes.
That part.
Yes.
'Cause you have to reach down and get it from the bottom of your throat.
That was
So let's explain.
Yeah. Why not? The people need to know.
Help
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
So sometimes in life you have problems, and it could be a wide variety of problems. I mean, something as simple as it's been hot lately, right?
Yes.
It's been hot all over the world. I know when
Abnormally
I was in St. Louis, it got like 106.
St. Louis humid as hell
Yeah,
too.
it is. And so all of life's problems are now blamed on David Ophir.
Yes.
Because David Ophir is the cause of all of life's problems.
Everything.
If you're behind on your mortgage, it's because
David
of
Ophir.
Damn,
David Ophir,
man.
If you have gout,
Damn, David Ophir.
my David Ophir acting up.
when your AC go out in your car, it's not your condenser, it's not your fan motor, it's not your
David.
refrigerator. It's because David Ophir went and turned the heat up in your car.
Damn, David Ophir.
Show is hot outside.
Damn, David Ophir out here, boy.
It's David Ophir.
That's hot as David Ophir.
So all of life's problems are now blamed on
We
David
can
Ophir.
blame everything. David Ophir is the Atlanta scapegoat.
Yes.
With the world's scapegoat.
Anything that goes
Now
wrong.
he's yours.
All right. And you can use it too.
And look, and that David Ophir on the tech team now.
So if anything go wrong
So
today,
the reason why the show is a little bit late this morning is
That's
because
damn
David
David
Ophir.
David Ophir.
We a whole 7-8 minutes late.
Damn, David Ophir.
he bet that just got that weird smile.
He's like, why me?
It's my first day.
Y'all gotta know what David Ophir when I pass him. Say, hey bro, what's your name?
David Ophir.
My name's Brian.
Clarence. Like what the hell?
Just call me Brian.
He's the Israelite Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Right. If anything can David Ophir, it will David Ophir. It will David Ophir.
Anything. So that's who Officer Alicia hiring on the tech team now.
Yep. First day on the job.
Sabotage.
can't even sabotage this thing, man.
The whole show was working before you press start. And as soon as you press start, the show just.
Somebody in the comments said, "Damn you, David."
Oh, goodness.
Man.
Damn you! I can see right now you shaking your fist to David Ophir. Damn you, David!
Y'all
If you late for work, just blame it on
David Ophir. Hey,
boss
your
be
boss.
like, why you late?
I got David Ophir.
They gonna be like,
David Ophir,
you good, bro? The boss got sympathy. You all right? You want to just go back home? Come in tomorrow. Try again.
They even spelling your name in their own way.
Yes, they are.
It's O''O F-E-A-R.
That is definitely how you spell it.
Fear.
That is officially
I didn't even
how
think
you're
of
supposed to
that.
spell it.
Holy,
That is officially how you're supposed to spell
golden
it.
wedge of Ophir. They said, nah, bro, your whole
You got to be
joint
scared
just
of this,
changed.
David. Ophir. It is Ophir.
Oh, Jesus. That is so
Yo,
Damn you, David.
Hey, but y'all crazy, man. Big shout out to Deacon Malachi, Captain Amaziah, Captain Ariel, Sister Elishaba as well, Sister Leah. A shout out to them, man. Keep them in your prayers. Some traveling, others doing the work, others health issues. So be sure to keep them all in your prayer. And all the prophets, man. All the prophets going throughout the four corners of the earth. Definitely keep them in your prayers.
They show everywhere.
They bruh. You know that term, we outside.
Yeah.
If
Israelites outside.
If outside was a group of people,
Right.
It would be
surely
called
it
David
would
Ophir.
be surely it's IUIC.
They everywhere. You ain't never
We
there.
out.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hey, I regret that Captain Amaziah is not here because he had a run-in with Yaya.
Really? One of the white
Outside?
Yeah, outside.
What-
Officer was there.
But when I tell you, I have never met a person in my life that has as good of a memory as Captain Amaziah.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah.
"You remember this brother from
Yes,
12 years ago?"
yes.
No,
No.
I don't. No,
I did not keep him in my memory banks.
No, I don't.
That's a gift and a curse. I'm gonna tell you why.
people. Why?
There's been times where Captain Amaziah and I will be somewhere, and let's say you walk up, he'll be like, "Hey, Cap, you remember this brother from high school?"
No, I don't.
Dang.
And I give him the blank stare. Cap has put me on the spot
Several times.
so many times, and I'm like,
Bro, I'm blinking because I don't remember.
Oh yeah, bro. Remember we did this, we went to.
Say word.
Like, no, that's not where we went.
I have no clue who this guy is.
And Cat remember. He remembered the details.
Cap,
Really?
listen, Capra. When I saw he had the clip of the video that the brother was actually
Went straight
in.
to it.
He
He found it. He went
found
straight to
it.
it. His was funny though.
He
When
knew where it was?
No, Cap. He pointed at me yesterday. He said, "Soraya, find the video."
What video?
Who is this guy? I never, whose man's is this? I don't know who this guy is. He said, "I'm gonna find it," and he found it.
Yeah.
he was
So
on-
give a rundown on them yayas.
So if I remember correctly, I think maybe 10, 12 years ago, he came when we was down at 5 Point. This is before I even came in. I came in like 2015.
when
This
Cap
had
showed me
been
the
like
video,
2012.
I remember him.
And I believe he was like against like everything that we would teach him,
he was trying to tell us to shut down camp.
and he was aggressive.
And yes, he was.
Really?
So, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get my imam." And so at the time, I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
So I remember, Deke
gonna get your
explained,
mom.
You're gonna get your mom. What the hell wrong with you? But Deke explained it, later on or whatever, because I didn't know what an imam was. But my point is, he was being aggressive at camp. He's like, he could come down here and shut all y'all down.
Now yesterday,
He ain't shutting down nothing. But the point that I want to get to is he admitted that the Yayas ain't doing nothing.
right?
Really? Okay.
Yep. He admitted. So from what Cap's account, Cap mentioned to me, it was a few of them out there.
Like I said, which was funny, right? Because they were out there
They were
yesterday,
out there,
yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was a part of the conversation, and he was disagreeing with what they were saying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
He was disagreeing with his old Yaya friends.
Right.
I don't know if they were together,
Are you gonna play it?
but Most High had it set up to where he was there with them, and
That tech team.
what the other guys was talking
Amazing.
about, he wasn't on that.
Yeah, that's bro. That was it.
He's in this video.
He's in this video,
Yeah,
and Captain Amaziah remembered it.
Yep.
Out of all them people that's there,
Go back a little bit.
in the blue.
Listen, yeah, go back. See, they came out there with they chakras out. Go ahead, play it.
Not your chakra showing.
Oh, go up a little bit. Listen, for some of y'all that don't know, Atlanta was a beast. Play it. Man, look at my belly.
If I said,
Pause the video. Look at that.
B.O.B. hold it down.
Boy, Cap David O'Fear got you way.
Damn,
David O'Fear, man. Got me bloated at camp.
I'm not bloated. Man, my stomach look big on camera. Boy, that's David O'Fear.
David O'Fear, man.
David messing with the camera angles.
Good.
I only deal with you, I ain't dealing with nobody else. What does that mean? I only deal with you. That's right. I'm gonna go any further.
Go to Matthew 28:19. We're gonna see about the nation.
1:11, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
You know why you don't understand? Because you're not keeping the commandment.
Go up a little bit so you can see the right there.
Hey, really ain't even none of your business about
You're not keeping the commandment.
the book of his.
Go up some more.
What's that thing on
That was all out of order. Gray hoodies and stuff.
It wasn't no order yet.
Yeah, it was.
Because you and D got one.
It was cold.
He got to play as members only.
You are rebellious people. Give me Isaiah.
Stop. That was it. But the point is, it was a few of them out there, but they were being like.
In the seed. And here we 10, 12 years later, I mean, now the brother's denouncing what I guess he had previously learned. So I mean, you never know what brothers is taken away from these camps. So.
Right. But you know, the point is, or the point I would like to make is, y'all ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah. We outside.
Yeah.
We outside.
Changing the hearts and the minds of the people.
Exactly. That's what the Lord commanded. He ain't command us to stay to yourselves. Oh, Cap said, look around 3 minutes. Yo, Cap.
Why he got the minute, the time stamp locked in
12 years ago.
Facial memory.
12 years ago.
Nah, Cap's memory is crazy.
I've had conversations with Captain Amaziah from 8 years ago, and he'll word for word tell you what you said, and remembers it.
Yeah, Cap's memory is crazy.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Good. You got it? 3 minutes? Yeah, Cap said started around 3 minutes.
What? Cap got a time stamp in his head.
That's crazy.
What happened? You lost the video?
Damn David O'Fear.
Strikes again.
Damn you, David.
David looking like him.
Right there with the blue.
Grr.
Lord, you gotta keep the law. Today, if you be quiet, you gonna understand what
He showed his word unto Jacob.
God showed his word unto Jacob. Who is Jacob? The children of Israel. Read on.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
The children of Israel, because Jacob name changed to Israel. Read on.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
That's right. Common sense. Brother, I'm gonna ask you a question. If I said I only deal with you, I ain't dealing with nobody else, what does that mean? I only deal with you. That's right. I'm gonna go any further.
Go to Matthew 28:19. We're gonna see about the nation.
That was it. But he got a blue shirt on.
Yeah.
Go back a little bit.
Yeah, just skim through it just a little bit.
I think it was before that. Yeah, go back. Right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah, I knew he had the black hat
Cap
on.
remembered one guy that approached us at camp
everybody there
10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Go ahead, play it.
You see that simpleness of the black man? You see the simpleness, brother? He's an Israelite, but I said, why you put it? I don't need that. You see, that's the stupidity of the black man. He said he's an Israelite, but he don't want to keep the law, though. He don't want to keep the law. Today, if you be quiet, you're going to understand what
Hey,
listen.
If Cap didn't keep the commandments, I'm sure he would be a hitman. Bruh, he would not forget nobody. He'd be like, yeah, he'd be like, I know what they
you that dude that cut me off.
But when he saw him
in the speeding lane in 1988.
When Cap saw him yesterday, he's like, I remember you. And then he started looking at us to see if we remember him. We wasn't in the truth yet.
Right.
I don't know who this guy is.
This guy in my life.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Yeah,
Never.
Man. Hey, listen. And Deacon Malachi?
Man.
Bruh. I used to be just, I'm looking at me, looking at him.
Right.
You see him, I'm like, damn, this brother bringing fire. Yeah, all praise to the Most High for a minute, man.
If you be quiet for a minute, you're going to learn something.
Hey, I remember not too long ago talking to Bishop and, you know, the captains, things of that nature. And I can say that I don't know, and I said this to them, that things that they've taught in the space of a video, I know we understand that our job is to wake up the 12 tribes, but the actual impact that they've made.
Right.
I'm talking about a video, an hour-long video changed the minds of tens of thousands of people.
Literally.
Across the world. Across the entire world.
Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it.
And I remember us going over, and I distinctly remember the video that I was like, nah, no, these guys are different. I've never seen anything like this. It was Bishop Nathaniel teaching wicked women hate the truth. They was at the bus stop, and the women couldn't get on the bus, and Bishop was giving them the business. Y'all remember that video?
No.
Y'all in this, do y'all remember? We wasn't here.
No, I'm saying, I saw the video. I wasn't there.
I don't remember.
Can you go look up?
Just think how old the video was. If you saw the video before you came in, how old that video is.
Look, this video here, I said, who is this man here?
Look at Deacon Joshua.
Look,
he looks young.
Bro, he ain't even had no rank.
No beard.
Sometimes, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes you just gotta go in the archives, man.
Bro, he didn't have no rank yet.
No
and he a
beard.
deacon, and he don't.
Look,
he got a black eye.
A little bit.
He got no purple on, cool. That's how long ago this video was.
Look.
And to see him yesterday, like that's crazy.
Right. We gotta play some of this because this holds a special place in my heart.
Going down memory lane.
Because
warm and fuzzy.
That's because I remember I heard that I came into the truth in Atlanta.
Oh.
In Atlanta. So this is an area that I used to run.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm watching.
Oh, so you see the old neighborhood. And,
I'm looking like, yo, I know where that is. Mm-hmm. And these brothers is bringing out righteousness, which I was in the Christians, I never heard anything like this.
So you was in the choir?
Come on, bro. So damn David Ophir.
Damn David Ophir.
Hey, don't feel bad. That was me.
Yeah, you the reason we were.
That was me.
They gave him an acronym. Cap. They gave him an acronym, DOF.
Yeah.
No, I like David Ophir better.
You like David Ophir?
Yeah, you gotta say the whole thing out.
David Ophir.
Hey, play some of that.
To change the hearts and minds of our people. We are on a mission, but we can't do it by ourselves. Yes, we got the ultimate power, the power of God. Because if you don't help us, the Most High gonna raise up other Israelites to help us. If you don't help us, the Lord gonna raise up other Israelites to help us. Because you got a lot of deadbeat Israelites who are afraid to stand up and do what this Bible says.
That's right. Stop. Is that not still true today?
Yeah.
You see how the Lord tech team, you in one sync with the Lord, bro. You in sync with the Lord. We were just talking about that. And he played the part where Bishop says there's deadbeat Israelites out here.
That's the gas.
Hey, whoever this new guy is, he was not affected by David Ophir.
He was not
at all.
David Ophir has not spread to him. Go ahead, play it.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Excuse me. No, it's okay.
But as beautiful as
Carson, these evil words that you're speaking, would you allow?
Go forward. Go forward. Go forward.
I gotta go watch this.
Saint lies.
No, skim through. Keep going. Right. Wait. Cause keep going. Yeah, you can stop like right around there because the women at the bus stop start kind of scoffing at Bishop, and he starts giving them the business. Go ahead.
Every man is Christ. Black man, Latin man, you're the Israelites. You have one king, and your king is Christ, a black Messiah. Read. And the head of the woman is the man.
Stop.
Man, that's a lot
of people.
Hold on, where y'all at? Wait, what is it?
They all get
Third
touched.
Avenue.
Bro, they just gotta sit there and take it.
Hell cap.
So you see, straight ahead, you see that purple awning like up top?
Yes.
Straight ahead of that building?
Yes.
That's where they teach camp now. It's just across the street.
Across the street. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So now they're just on this side of the street, but it's the same area.
But it's only a handful of
amount of
men with
people.
Bishop. It's
Yo.
like
That ain't even
Do
a
you
like
handful.
see-
five.
Do you listen?
With all them people?
Here's the thing about New York City. You can hold camp on any corner.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have an influx of people like this passing by New York. What, like 9 million people now?
Wow.
9 million people in New York City. Like that's a lot of people in like a
Small area.
15-mile radius, something like that. Maybe 20 miles max. I say 20 miles max.
Okay.
That ain't even hit an Alpharetta.
Manhattan to yeah, I say about 20 miles, square miles.
Okay. Dang.
But look at the people, and they can't go anywhere because their bus has
They gotta
not
wait
come
on the
yet.
bus.
Oh man! Listen, go ahead, skim through a little bit more. Go up, keep going.
That's a lot of people.
Go back a couple seconds. Yeah, go ahead, play, right there.
I'd say
Obedient to their own husband.
You see why there's disrespect out here, brothers? They disrespect the one true God.
That's right.
They disrespect the one true God, and there will be judgment for that. Because your words don't faze us, they don't hurt us, because we're reading God's words.
That's right.
So when you stick your lip out against the Bible, judgment will come for you and your house. Judgment will come for you and your house.
That's right.
Listen good. Now, 1 Timothy chapter 2.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Now listen, we all have jobs. We got jobs, we got wives, and we got kids.
Stop.
Shout out to the cameraman.
The new sisters, stop. Take your Timbs off.
Right.
Take your Timbs
Right.
off.
Shun.
Humble down to the word of God.
Word.
But my point is, at the time, like I had never
Right.
seen anybody stand boldly for the word of God. Like,
Right.
never.
And then
Right.
that many people
never.
too.
Right.
Never.
Right.
What?
So, Cap, like if you look at this, right, and you see how Bishop stood strong for so many years, and it was like just a remnant, like a small group of people against all them hundreds of people.
That's a lot of people.
It takes strength to do that
Yes.
because
Yeah.
if you're doing it week after week after week, and you're still not seeing what you want
fruit of your
instantly,
labor, yeah.
Right.
and then years later, now you see what you have. If it wasn't for what they've done, just standing there against them for week after week after week, you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
see
be
this
here.
right here.
I wouldn't be here.
You see what I'm saying? So that takes a different type of spirit, man. So
All
we really
praise to
got to
the
give,
Most High.
we got to give proper for that. We got to give proper because many of us we couldn't do that. We'd be like, all right, well, they don't get it. They don't get it. Let's just go back and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But he stood there week after week, man.
And see, that's probably what them other camps, because that's my thought is that's what a lot of them experience, with the exception of they're probably not keeping the commandments, so it ain't gonna provide the fruit that they looking for anyway. But because they ain't building what they think, then guess what? You turn into, well, I'm just, I can't, you come with that. Well, I can only watch out for me.
Yeah.
I can only.
That's what that goes. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You ain't
That's
gonna
it.
get it, then that's on you. I can only look out for me. You know, and then
Surely the Spirit of Christ.
Kev, I don't think I ever shared this with you. When I first found out about the truth, because the video that got me was the one when Deacon Isaac was explaining John 3:16 to the Christian pastor, and I had never seen that before in my life. And when I called the number, I left a message because nobody answered. But Deacon Asaph called me back, And he spent like an hour on the phone with me just going through scriptures. When I tell you, I was literally getting ready to move to New York because I didn't know school was here in Atlanta.
Right.
I started looking up apartments and stuff in New York, and I was getting ready to leave. And then when he finally called me back, we had the conversation. He gave me the number for Deacon Malachi. I've been rocking ever since.
No,
I was going to leave
to the most.
I was going to leave Georgia.
Damn. Y'all taking me back right now. I
know, right? Memory lane. That nostalgia, you know.
Yeah, man. So, and even watching it now, I'm just like, I'm sitting here feeling like I'm getting excited.
You ready to go to camp?
First time, like I remember watching. And another. It was 3 videos. It was this, Bishop Kenai teaching the history of Easter, because I'd never seen somebody go into books, and
that's what made me physically come to the school, because I saw Captain Amaziah using the Quran against the brother. I was like, who trained this guy?
Who does that?
Yes. When I tell you, I was an avid Quran reader. Like I had finished it a couple of times.
Really?
I never joined the movement. Yeah. I never joined the movement, but I read it several times, like to the point where I was commended to memory. You know, they have to practice our feast. I started commending, like in my head, I still have a lot of the Quran in there. But when I saw Captain Amaziah use that book,
you playing the organ in the Christian church, reading the Quran at the house.
I was all over the place.
Hey, but that's how we work. To be honest, that's how we work.
They came after I had left the Christian church.
It was full of doctrine,
crazy fornicators, all kind of stuff going on in the Christian church. But I saw that, I was like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go.
All praises, man.
But then now, Israel done grown so much that you help them start their week off.
This is Radio.
That's amazing, man.
But it's always the scriptures tell us to remember the acts of our forefathers, and to also to bring these things into remembrance as well, so that you don't forget your first love.
Right.
We got to always remind ourselves of why we're here. Because Officer Lish and I were talking to some brothers last night, and it's very easy. None of us should ever think that Satan is not going to talk to you and tempt you. And a lot of times we think the temptation is another woman, or we think the temptation is covetousness, in the sense that you want to go rob a bank to get that bag. We oftentimes think of those outward and obvious things. What we don't normally think about is, or pay much attention to, is that slight whisper when you're, I mentioned, in your truck by yourself, or that ride to work, and you start pondering on, damn, what did that brother mean when he said that to me?
Right.
What did that sister mean when she said she didn't like this or that, or whatever the case may be? We start getting in our own thoughts. That getting in your own thoughts is the beginning process of something. Whether it be, like right now, like I said, we're reminiscing, we're getting in our thoughts about how we felt about our first video, our first time. That's obviously to keep us in good spirits.
Right.
But
good point.
There's a time when your own thoughts is really Satan whispering to you to make you be offended at something a brother said, offended at a policy that came out. Oh, sister's got a new garment you got to wear. It's something that's going to breed in that bitter spirit, or that content, or that spirit to be at odds with a brother. That's really, because we were talking, and a brother was like, some changes were made in our school, and a brother left, and we had to go through Romans with him. There's nothing that should separate you from Christ.
Right.
And oftentimes it's that slight whisper from Satan. And you have to know, listen, this thought ain't of the Lord.
Right.
You have to be godly enough to know that this thought isn't of the Lord. So what are we filling our minds with?
Right.
There's a plethora of classes. There's a plethora of good memories. Shoot, all these new moon videos we got going through, man, please.
Right.
Yeah.
But Cap, you got to realize too, like, we have to have the mindset to know that many of us are repenting.
Yes.
So we will make mistakes. So let's say you have that thought, and it was actually a genuine thought. Like, he really said something that rubbed me the wrong way. But you got to have the mindset, listen, I'm not going to leave based upon, or be offended based upon this man's actions, because we are all here trying to repent.
Right.
So we're going to make mistakes.
But
absolutely.
Even if you are, there are ways to deal with it that will help you maintain in the fight, that show you that if I apply these things, then it helps me, one, get stronger, Two, it shows me that this book is a real guide to fixing whatever, whether it be L's that in our mind, or if, like I said, if offenses come, because if the Bible tell you offenses will come, and then it tell you if you have and your brother and you offended, do this, then guess what? Put that in your mind. Okay, it said that offense is gonna come, but if they come, then do this.
Right. Can I get back you up on that? Sirach 19.
Yeah.
Sirach 19. Let's start at verse 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Admonish a friend. It may be he have not done it. And if he have done it, that he do it no more.
That's wisdom. He may have done it or may not have done it. But guess what? I'm going to step to you and not be in my thoughts. Step to you. Hey, bro, what you said, I really didn't like it. Oh, well, that was not really what I meant to say. Cool. We barely had your boom. Fine. But if I did say, hey, man, I was, I was out the spirit, yada, yada, yada. Either way is giving us methods to deal with or not to get offended and be brought out the truth, right?
100%.
Or brought out the spirit. So the Lord gives us a blueprint. Like he gives us a manual on how to deal with things, even if it's not all the way kosher. Meaning like, even if they make mistakes, there's a way to fix it right here.
Right.
This is the counsel that the Lord gives us to stay in this truth. Read on.
Verse 14. Admonish thy friend. It may be he have not said it. And if he have, that he speak it not again.
Read.
Admonish a friend. For many times it is a slander, and believe not every tale. There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart.
You see that? So we may say things that may be offensive. We may do things that is offensive, but we doing it, we slip, but it's not from our heart. It's not genuine. Like it's not something that we actually
deliberate.
Right. It's not deliberate. Even if it may be deliberate in that time frame. In a grand scheme of
maliciously.
Malicious,
You see what I'm saying? So we always got to keep that in mind. The Lord gives us everything.
Because ultimately, I don't think my general overall view of brothers and sisters is no one is trying to pull others out the truth.
Right.
In the sense that, you're saying something like, I hope you leave behind what I'm about to say.
Right.
I don't really get that vibration from most brothers and sisters. Not saying that it's not out there. I can't be ignorant to say somebody doesn't really feel that way, but ultimately, that's not the vibration that we get. So we have to kind of view things as, you know what, it might have been a mistake. Can I get Sirach 28 and verse 7?
Ecclesiastes chapter 28, verse 7.
Bring it out.
Remember the commandments and bear no malice to thy neighbor.
So there's nothing that your brother should do where the grudge is held so strongly where you'll want to harm them. It says bear no malice. Don't have any malice, but malice has a growing point. You just don't wake up and want to hurt somebody.
I hate this nigga.
So that goes when I mentioned about that bitterness, that the thought, that
voice.
seed, that small voice has an ending point where it could be malice, where you like, I want to put hands on this brother. Go ahead.
Remember the covenant of the highest and wink at ignorance.
That's what I think that's a hard thing for a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters, to let things roll off of them. To say, you know what, is this even worth a brother or sister being put out of the body?
Right.
Is it that big of an issue? Right. Because that's how we have to look at it when we not saying you shouldn't. I never will say you shouldn't apply Matthew 18. But we have to think about if I've said it before, if this person doesn't apologize, it's going to go to the next level. If they don't apologize, it's going to go to the next level.
Right.
And this person could potentially be put out. But so we have to look into ourselves and say, is this grievance that I have that serious? Right. Like we don't, Most High told us to consider our latter end, consider our end. Consider the end of that as well. Is this not a big deal? So let's not make it a big deal.
Right.
Let's move on.
Have you done it before? So guess what? That means that you should get the same type of same mindset.
This go with what Christ said. You can't forgive your brother, but you want
forgiveness.
So
you
like,
want mercy.
I always put them two together, and I tell bro, like, bro, you done did something. the scripture tell you you're gonna have to wink at some of this stuff because, like you said, not a lot of us, we are all repenting.
Right.
And guess what? Sometimes you don't know that stuff is still in you until another spirit. Look, you don't even know that spirit that counsel with the Lord. And like, hey, Carmelo, I need to he need to get rid of some of that foolishness or something that's in him. Who gonna help him?
Right.
I'll come be a slanderous or whatever the case may be, or and the brother or the sister come up to you and you just whatever they may say at that moment. You still got that bitterness in you, but you don't know it was there because guess what? Everything was hunky-dory. Feast days been great. Right. Passover was outstanding. But here come this spirit. And now guess what? Now you got to deal with that bitterness that's in you, but you don't have this in you. You don't have don't bear malice towards your neighbor. That's not in your mind. I can't believe that nigga said that bullshit like that to me, bruh. Yep. But like what? Like, bruh, I can't let it go. You like, oh, the Lord, he look like, yeah, I see. I knew it was something he still.
And you know what? That spirit. And then here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I've seen where Matthew 18 has appeased a spirit that's grieved. I've seen it. I've gotten a report of it, and
it happened with me.
It helped. It helped.
Yeah, 5 times so far.
No, I'm not saying somebody applied it to you. I'm saying.
Really? Oh,
it's like confession corner.
I've been pulled to the side like 5 times in this.
So I mean, yeah, I have to. But now I'm confessing. Damn. But my point is, there's times when you're like, you know what? I apologize. And I look at it this way: somebody's applying Matthew 18 to you. You hear the grievance. It takes nothing to apologize.
At all. Right. At all.
And you should feel a way if somebody come to you and you like, nigga, I don't care about your feelings, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like really, you like, damn,
get out
my
your
bad.
feelings. Like, nah, man. It takes zero effort to apologize because your ultimate goal as the receiver of Matthew 18 is to win your brother or sister over. That's your ultimate goal.
That's right.
It shouldn't be, I'm about to make a spectacle out of this nigga.
Right. So teaching moments.
Like, it don't make sense. Like, how hard is it? And you know what? That transcends to your home as well.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
How is it? How you telling me you're gonna let an argument go on and on and on and on? Like
days.
So it shows you how it correlates. Like that's a perfect scripture, 1 Peter chapter 3. We ain't supposed to be doing that. And read the next verse.
Verse 9. No, verse 8. Mm-hmm. Abstain from strife.
You see the point? We're supposed to stay away from that. Contentious spirit where we gotta be at odds. Like, okay, a brother brought a grievance. Now, I'm not saying to just go along with something frivolous, like you weren't even there. Like, I wasn't even there. What am I apologizing for? But if there's a valid point, like, listen, you said this, that, and the third, everything lines up, bro, I'm sorry. Right. If your intentions ain't malicious, and it stops right there. But brothers want to and argue their point, and come on, bro. You can't tell somebody their level of offense.
Can't do it, bro. Can't do it.
You can't.
My God.
Okay, good.
You know that's the spirit, right? That we read in Galatians 5 that we oftentimes don't really focus on. That's the spirit of variance. Many people want to battle, even though they know, okay, it's really not that serious. Right. But I have that lust in me to battle with you.
Deacon Yasha was talking about that yesterday. You just want to damn go against it for the sake of going against something. Like, bruh, what the hell?
Right.
Hey, I remember Bishop Kanai said something years ago, and as we were coming up, he would always counsel us, and we would go down to Florida, and he would visit here. He would tell us certain things to deal with, or how to deal with certain things. And he said, you can be 100% right, but the way you handle it is 100% wrong.
Oh, that's where you got that from. You told me that one time.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, because I've heard that before.
I got that from Bishop Kanai.
I got told that by Confession Corner. Yeah. I got
today's your day. What the hell going on?
But I done had me some moments in the truth, but I just. All right, because I had a situation with another officer, and Bishop Kanai, he happened to hear the Discord, and when he talked to me afterwards, he was like, "You could be 100% right."
Yeah.
But the way you go about it, or the way you say it, is 100% wrong. And he told me, like, in that situation, but the way you did it, that was wrong.
And you know, because the point is, imagine the brother brings you, he applies Matthew 18, or sister applies Matthew 18, and all your points are valid. But if you argue them down, you always coming to me with some BS, this, that, and the third. Now you have the facts,
right,
proving that you're absolved of whatever issue they have. But imagine talking to your brother or sister like that.
Yeah.
Is that going to go over well? No, it's not.
Not at all.
So now what happens is strife. Now they feel they're on the defense. You're attacking me. Let me defend myself, and it goes totally left.
Then guess what? That seed get planted and that root of bitterness spring up. Then now
the witness got to come.
Or that person never really gets to clear up. You know, because a lot of times, well, like like you were speaking about at home, a lot of times this is what happens in marriages. And one person is, like you said, they may be able to be justified in the facts, but not applying that a soft answer turn away wrath, not thinking about those things, but letting that strife and that variance take hold and lead the conversation. Now you'll see, that's when you start to see a lot of bitterness in marriages. Wives feeling like, oh, I can't say nothing, I can't talk. Now they begin to hate you in the house. Now the love making is dry. Now he get mad and he don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And now there's a bunch of, and all because you wanted to make your point without being considerate or thoughtful of your brother, your sister, your wife, or your husband, and how, you know what I'm saying, to deal with the matter, because you can be right, but how you go about it can be 100% wrong.
Right. Hey, real quick, go to Sirach. Give me a second. It's 32:18. Because you just said a word.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 18. A man of counsel will be considerate.
You just, Officer Carmel, I just mentioned that sometimes we're not even considerate. But the scripture says a man of counsel will be considerate. You're going to consider the counsel, where that counsel's coming from. You have to acknowledge that that counsel's coming from the Lord.
Right.
No, you shouldn't be counseling with someone who's counseling for themselves. So you're getting counsel of the Lord. You got to consider that. The counsel that's applied to you got to consider that. Who you have to apply that counsel to, you got to consider that. All fronts, you have to be considerate. Go ahead.
But a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear.
Now here's the point.
Even when of himself he have done without counsel.
So there are times we move without counsel. And we do that because you're not daunted, you're not held by fear. When you counsel for yourself, do things of your own will, not consider the counsel that you were given. Listen, we sit there for an hour and counsel you, and you now go do your own damn thing. Why did you sit here all this time? Why did you sit here? But it says a proud man, a proud woman doesn't have the fear of the Lord, because they'll counsel you, but they themselves are not taking counsel. They're not taking counsel. So the things that we're telling you today, all the accounts from the officers, myself, take it.
Right.
There's gonna be a time where you're gonna offend someone.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
You can't avoid it.
Because it tells you that in James, who have not the
offended with their mouth,
who is not offended with their mouth, right? You're gonna offend someone at some time.
Message.
They come to you. Their offense is valid. What does it hurt to apologize?
Right. Yeah, I just put that in my Bible as the I'm grown script.
What?
I said that Sirach 32:18.
Oh, okay,
that's the I'm grown
yeah,
script. I just put that. Oh, I'm grown.
Yeah.
Somebody give you counsel. Oh, I'm grown. He said you ain't got no fear. You do it even when you do it, cause you think I'm
you
grown.
got it all. Yeah.
I'm grown.
Yeah. They don't say nigga, I'm grown.
Right.
Nigga, I'm grown.
I sure put that. You know, that's how I put stuff in my book. I'd be like, oh yeah, this the
Hey, so
I like that. No, I like how he did. How you say? Yeah.
So if I think
that's how he
subtitles
is.
and stuff.
When he puts stuff in his Bible, he puts it the way he remembers it.
Right.
Like
Okay.
Right. All praises. All praises. Hey man. Hey, listen. This, bro. We have so. Listen, we got
There's a lot going
to
on in the
cover.
world. There's a lot going on in the world.
We got a lot to cover, and there's so much more that we left out.
Yeah.
Like we left a lot out.